Welcome back to the channel, boys. Fat Balloonski's coming at you neck with another Destiny 2 video. And real quick before I start with my video, there's like a hurricane going on outside, pretty much a hurricane going on. So if you guys hear some wind or just some kind of background noise, that's what that is. It's extremely windy outside, rainy and stuff. It's been raining all day. Streets are flooded, parking lots are flooded, everything is going crazy. So yeah, just keep that in mind for this video. But today I want to talk about what my actual build is going to be for Beyond Light, and some of the armor and the stats I'm rocking for the Stasis subclass, which is Behemoth for the Titan. The fact that we're getting a Superman punch, we're getting these new Stasis grenades, I'm just completely excited and completely fascinated by the fact that we're getting like a literal Superman punch. So let's go ahead and break it down what we're using here. So obviously my subclass of choice is going to be the Stasis subclass, but as of the recording of this video, I actually don't have it because, well, it's not out yet. So just imagine that this is Stasis. Forget that we see the solar thing here, forget all this, imagine that this is just the Stasis symbol. So yeah, we got the Stasis subclass rocking right here. So we're gonna start with the stats first, and then we're gonna come back to the weapons a little bit later in the video. But right now we got 37 mobility, we got 77 resilience, which is pretty good because I'm assuming that there's going to be some kind of aspect or whatever it's called for the Titan barricade. So I want to have pretty high resilience so I can get it back faster. Right now it's on a 25-second cooldown, so I'll take that. We got 33 recovery, which is pretty low, but honestly I've never really been one to rock high recovery unless I'm on a warlock, so I'm fine with this. We got 88 discipline, which I love discipline. You guys already know a lot of my builds do revolve around discipline. We have a grenade on a 41-second cooldown, but I have ways to make that even shorter. We got 23 intellect, which kind of hurts. I do like using my super a lot, but you know, that's fine. I want to be able to use my ability as a lot. The super looks pretty good too, but I'm just completely fascinated by the Superman punch, so that's why my intellect is pretty low. And then we have 101 strength. We have 32-second cooldown on our melee ability, but that's going to be so much faster because of the weapons we're rocking, plus there's going to be some mods put in place here. So even though it says 32 seconds, it's going to be so much faster than that, you can't even understand. So on my helmet, we got a discipline mod to increase my discipline, obviously. We got double auto rifle ammo finder because I literally just had 2 slots left. I didn't know what to do, so I threw on auto rifle ammo finder. I'm using an auto rifle, so yeah, there you go. And then we got supercharge, so I can have 2 more stacks of charge with light. I have 4. I am using a charge with light mod, or I'm going to be, I should say, coming in Beyond Light, so this is why I have this in place. So for my exotic piece of choice, which is also my arms, we got synthoceps. Now the perk that comes on it is biotic enhancements, increased melee lunge range, improved melee, and super damage when you're surrounded. And it has a pretty good radius and it stays around for a while even after you're not surrounded. So it's a pretty good perk. I've been using it a lot, just testing it to see if I actually do like it, and you can do some pretty damn good damage. So pair that with the fact that the Superman punch is kind of like a lunge. I'm assuming that this is going to work for that. Again, there's a couple of assumptions here, which I have a feeling they're going to be right. But assuming that the Superman punch does work with synthoceps, I'm going to be able to Superman punch from way farther away. And then once I'm surrounded, it's going to do more damage, and my super is going to do more damage if I'm surrounded as well. Now you guys are probably wondering, why do you only have 1 impact induction? Well, it just costs 3 energy. Now coming in Beyond Light, we're going to be able to slot charge with light mods on an armor piece. And I'm going to be using heavy handed right here. I'm assuming it's going to be right here. Heavy handed is the charge with light mod that gives you half of your melee energy back whenever you consume your melee ability, as long as you have stacks of charge with light. So I'm going to be able to have my melee back so much because I'm going to get half, and then I'm rocking Monte Carlo, which is going to give me, as long as I'm doing damage with Monte Carlo, it's going to give me my melee ability back. So this build is going to be nuts. It's going to be completely revolved around doing my melee attack, which might be my favorite part of the subclass, at least I've seen so far. That's the thing that stood out to me the most about any of the classes, honestly. The fact that we can do a Superman punch is just fascinating. I cannot wait to do it. So yeah, this is going to have heavy-handed right here. So that's why we only have 3. Heavy-handed does cost 7 slots, which is a pretty hefty amount, but we need to do it. We need that heavy-handed mod. I forgot to mention that since I'm using impact induction, whenever I do damage with my melee attack, I'm going to get some grenade energy back. So that's kind of plays into the fact that we're using a melee build for this. Whenever I do my Superman punch, or I think it's any type of melee, I'm not too sure, I'm going to keep getting grenade energy back. So this works in well for the fact that this is a 100 strength build revolving heavily around that Superman punch. On my chest piece, we're rocking another discipline mod. We got double auto rifle reserves. Again, I had 2 slots. I didn't know what to do, so I just threw on auto rifle reserves. And then we got Sustained Charge, become charged with light by rapidly defeating combatants with auto rifles, trace rifles, or machine guns. So I am using Monte Carlo, and Monte Carlo can shred through ads pretty good actually. It has a pretty good damage, once you get the stacks. I think it's called Markov chain. Once you get to the ×5, it is a pretty damn good damage. So as long as I'm chewing through ads, I become charged with light. Perfect for this build. And while I'm doing damage with my Monte Carlo, I'm going to be getting my melee back just from doing damage, so it's perfect, absolutely perfect. So on my legs, we're rocking a discipline mod as well. We're rocking Shotgun Scavenger, and then we're rocking Quick Charge, become charged with light by rapidly defeating multiple combatants with a fusion rifle or a shotgun. And then they got a secondary perk, which is greatly increases the ready speed of fusion rifles, shotguns, submachine guns, and swords. I'm getting that secondary perk because I'm using another arc mod with it. And since I'm rocking a shotgun with this build, anytime I get multiple kills with the shotgun, I get another stack of charged with light. Again, shotgun, auto rifle kills, it literally is just gonna make me become charged with light, which I'll get to my shotgun in a second, but it plays in very nicely with this build. Everything in this build just synergizes around abilities. You guys will see in a second. So on my Titan mark, we're rocking a strength mod. We're running double hands on, so that way I get bonus super energy whenever I get melee kills. This is going to kind of make up for the fact, at least a little bit, for the fact that I have very low intellect. At least I'm going to get some bonus super energy just for getting melee kills. I plan on using my melee a lot, so this ties in perfectly. And then we got Radiant Light. Casting your super causes nearby allies to become charged with light, but the main reason I'm using it is because I'm getting plus 20 strength. This is actually what's allowing me to get that 100 strength because I'm rocking Radiant Light and a couple of strength mods, plus my armor is really spec towards strength. The fact that this gives you plus 20 strength is just so valuable. It comes in really good whenever you're trying to make a high strength build, or there's another one that gives you mobility. If you're trying to make a high mobility build, you want to use some of the mods like this. So this is a very crucial part of this build. It wouldn't be possible if I wasn't getting that plus 20 strength. So let's move on to the weapons here. We're rocking Monte Carlo. I'm going to take this into the whole campaign. Monte Carlo, I mean, shit, look at that. It is just a beautiful gun. Look at the bayonet. Look at the little designs, the engravings on the gun. It's a beautiful gun. I love it so much. Now the perk that comes on is Monte Carlo Method. Dealing damage with this weapon reduces your melee cooldown and grants a chance to fully charge your melee ability with each kill. Now it doesn't even say you have to get kills, you're just doing damage. So even if it's a boss or a major or something that is not just going to die instantly, as long as you're doing damage, you're going to get your melee back, which will allow you to do a decent chunk of damage. And this ties in perfectly because I'm using synthoceps. I have 100 strength. I'm using heavy-handed. So as long as plus I'm using sustained charge. So as long as I'm doing damage with this, getting kills, or it doesn't even matter. As long as I'm using this weapon, I'm going to get my melee back, which is perfect because I want to abuse the Superman punch. And here's the other trait on it, which is Markov chain. This weapon gains increased damage from melee kills and kills with this weapon. Melee kills grant ammo for this weapon. So as long as I'm getting any type of melee kill, and if I get the melee kill, it goes automatically to ×5. It's like Swashbuckler in that. You can shred through ads very quickly with this because as long as you're getting this melee kills, you're getting 5 times it, or whatever it is. It ramps up probably to like 30, 40. I don't know what the damage percentage is, but it does way more damage than it does without it. So this is, again, perfect for this build. And then I'm also rocking this bad boy right here. First in, last out. I got extended barrel, appended mag, we got auto loading, and then a choice between demolitionist or vorpal weapon. Now obviously very good, all ability based. Anytime I get kills with this, I'm gonna get more grenade energy, and then if there's a boss, something like that, I can swap right back to vorpal weapon and get that increase in boss damage, plus I have a boss spec on it already. So like I said a little bit ago, this whole build, the loadout, the armor pieces, they're going to revolve heavily around getting all of my abilities back as much as possible. The fact that I have Monte Carlo getting my melee back just for doing damage, I have a shotgun with demolitionist and auto loading holster on it, get my grenade back, and then I have heavy handed, I have impact induction. There's so many mods. Oh, and then I also have hands on, so whenever I get melee kills, I get super energy. There's so many mods that revolve around getting your melee back, getting your grenade energy back. I cannot wait to take this into Beyond Light. I'm going to take this build through the whole entire campaign. Now, of course, when we're talking about raids, nightfalls, and such things, we might have to go back to what we know. Again, we don't know yet, but we might have to swap back to our Titan bubbles or wells, whatever it is. But for the campaign, this is the build I'm using. I have a good feeling that's going to be very strong. If some of my assumptions are true, then yes, this will be very, very good. I cannot wait. I'm literally can't stop thinking about the fact that I'm going to be Superman punching, throwing my grenades, freezing them, using Monte Carlo. I'm so excited. I'm so ready for Beyond Light. I just wish it was right now. I wish it was right now so I can try it out. But it's not. We only got, I think by the time this goes out, probably one more day, maybe two. I don't know. But it is so close, guys. So close. I hope you guys are ready because Destiny is about to change for the better. But if you guys like this content, please like, subscribe, and share. It truly helps me out a lot. You can also check out my other videos. Links are in the description below. I have a lot of builds, so go ahead and check that out. And you might as well follow my social media. I have a Twitter and an Instagram, both at @fat_balloonskis. But with all that being said, deuces.